All right, better? Maybe? I'm getting green lights all around this time. I changed the bitrate settings in OBS this time. I don't know. Last time the settings I had it at work just fine, but I'm getting a solid green bar this time, so I think we're good finally. That was fun. So yeah. So anyway, as I was saying before everything started to break, probably because it was paused. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, the video. By the way, the video on this, the RGB cables with the Sega Genesis, my God, does it look good. It's beautiful. I lost my chat box again. There we go. Okay. Anyway, as I was saying, this is one of my childhood games. Played it a lot as a kid because I rented it a bunch. And never owned it until like age 25 or whatever when I happened to find it. I either got it on eBay or I got it at a game store. And I like how this one piece of asparagus right here or whatever is always like on the top layer. So it's just kind of like sitting right on top of this bush here. I noticed that like when I was a kid and it's bugged me ever since. I'm still getting green on the stream. I think we got it this time. Finally. So anyway, for those of you that are still with me after the technical difficulties, thank you. Really appreciate it. I'm gonna drink more beer because I'm a little angry about the technical difficulties. But how was everybody's holiday? If you celebrate holidays and stuff like that. Was it good? Mine was pretty good. I got to spend Christmas Day with my family, and pretty much we just watched movies and stuff like that. And drank eggnog and the usual stuff. 1 second here. Oh, hey, look at that. Boop. I just noticed that the chat's not working out too. Oh, yeah. Sup, everybody? Young Critic Reviews, Ryan Fanstone. Cool. Let me go back to OBS here. Yeah, it just totally broke my my ting. Huh. Super. Oh, there we go. I fixed it somehow. Just gonna be that kind of night. There we go. Let's just move this down, and there we go. Now, there's some behind the scenes stuff for you. That was my intent all along. Hey, Live Coil Archive, what's up, man? Yeah, I really want to get into streaming, but for anybody that's been watching for the last 10 minutes, it's not the easiest thing in the world with my internet. Yay! Alcohol doesn't solve anger, Noah. Mom taught you better than that? That's a lie. I kind of learned that from my mom, if she's watching. Sorry. Alcohol is the solution to and the cause of so many problems. Hey, what's up there, little dude? I'm a snicky snake. He's an easy boss. Metal Gear Solid. I should play Metal Gear Solid. I've only ever played the first Metal Gear Solid game, and I thought it was good, but I didn't play it until like a few years ago, so I didn't really see what all the fuss was about. I'm sure it was like a phenomenal game to play back in the day, but I don't know, it hasn't aged very well. Homer Simpson quote? Maybe? I don't know. I might have said something. I'm gonna get it. There we go. All right, now we're cooking with gas. Green bar, chat's fixed, game's played, beer's good. This is great. Let's do this. What I really like about this game, which is a lot of things like the music and the graphics and stuff like that, but one of the things that really, I can't get this guy now, that I really enjoy about this is how each act of each stage is completely different. Graphics are different, the background images are different, the music's different. but similar at the same time. And you don't really see that a lot in games because usually people get lazy with their development resources and they want to save as much time as possible. And much money as possible, if we're being honest. But, boop. Yeah, I haven't quite got the chat flagging system out yet. I don't have it to flag the word fuck, but it still does. It's very strange. Doesn't really matter. You guys can see it in the stream anyway, but yeah. I did really enjoy the story of Metal Gear Solid. It's just so freaking offbeat and quirky. And for the time, I gotta say the stuff they did with that outside of the game, like the codec on the back of the box, which is kind of, I don't know, an overblown perk of it right now, but at the time it was pretty cool. Of course, by the time I played it, I was well aware of that, so it didn't really blow my mind, nor did Psycho Mantis for that matter, but yeah. Still, when I played it, I did really enjoy it, but not enough to track down the rest of the series. Actually, I do own the rest of the series, except for Metal Gear Solid 5, but I just haven't gotten around to playing them yet. People keep telling me that Snake Eater, Metal Gear Solid 3 is the best one, and after listening to the soundtrack of that game, I'm probably gonna have to agree with them, because that game has a phenomenal soundtrack. Hey, it's One Sonic my buddy. I've stumbled upon this stream with a burning question in my mind. Why would you ever play Ristar when there's a fantastic cool spot? I could play cool spot. 7-Up's tasty, man. That's still one of my favorite videos that I've ever made. I don't know. Every time I watch it, I'm just like, yeah, I'm really happy with how this one turned out. Yeah, I never played the remake. Are you talking about Snake Eater on the GameCube? I never played that one. Snake Eater's one of your favorites of all time? You can play it standalone. Because yeah, right, it's a prequel. I might have to dive into it. I've been thinking about it for a while now. Right now, I'm catching up with like all the games of this past year that I totally missed out on. I'm like 90% of the way through God of War right now, which is surprisingly amazing. I did not expect that game to be as good as it is. But yeah, so that's kind of eating up all my gameplay time right now. What do I think of Mario Odyssey and Breath of the Wild? Mario Odyssey is hands down my favorite Mario game, period. God, that's such a phenomenal game. I've always liked the 3D Mario games. I'm not big on the Galaxy titles. I thought they kind of went the wrong direction with that. I'm just gonna skip this spot. But they brought it back hardcore with Odyssey, and there's a few bullshit spots in it, but 99% of that game is just gold. Breath of the Wild, on the other hand, I see the appeal of it, and I'm not saying it's a bad game, because it's not. It's a good game, but it's not my kind of game. To me, it's just too... I don't want to say boring, because it's boring to me, but... that's only because it's not the kind of game that I like to play. It's just too subdued for me, is I guess what I'm getting at. There's too much downtime in it, which is what I understand is a lot of the appeal of the game. So that's my thoughts on Breath of the Wild. So yeah, I only got about 10 hours into it, so maybe it gets better as you go on, but those first 10 hours were a slog to get through for me, if I'm being honest. Yeah, that was kind of like the thing with Metal Gear Solid 3 was like, I think, don't quote me on this, but I've heard a lot of people say that it's like a straight up parody of like a James Bond sort of game. So the music would make perfect sense. Woo 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 woo. Oh man, I haven't played this game in like a couple of years. Just, such a great title. And I like how they, like, you shouldn't be able to grab him here, but sometimes you can, and it works out pretty well. Ah, crap. For like speed running. I've seen like some people like straight up speedrun the crap out of this game, and it's pretty awesome to see. The Donkey Kong 64 review. Okay, so here's my plan right now. It's way off in the future, but yes, I am planning on doing a Donkey Kong 64 review. After Spyro's done, I'm gonna do a Sonic Month thing. I'm gonna start working on that like next month, so it's actually done by this summer. And then after those two things are done, I want to do a whole critique series on all the rare N64 games, and of course Donkey Kong 64 will be part of that. That's my plan, but that's at least a year out from now, so yeah. Yeah, see, that's the thing with Breath of the Wild for me is like, I hear people say like they like it because of how different it is from Zelda games, like the Zelda formula was getting old. But for me, the way that they should have done it was continue to build on what A Link Between Worlds did, which was not completely throw out the old school Zelda formula, but just change it up a bit. I wish they would have stuck with that personally. But at the same time, Breath of the Wild is definitely the game that like diehard Zelda fans have been asking for forever. And it kind of calls back to like the original Legend of Zelda game with how open-ended it is and how cryptic it can be at times. But if that was the goal, I don't think they really took it far enough then, because I don't know. Like I said, I only have 10 hours of experience in the game, so most of what I'm saying I'm probably just pulling straight out of my ass, so I totally admit that. But yeah. By the way, Ristar, good example of water levels that don't suck. Just really good water levels, because he can like actually swim and like still attack underwater, and it doesn't really slow you down at all. Ah, that was crazy. I really wish they put Wind Waker HD on the Switch, because, like, I love that. Wind Waker is such a great game, and I hate that I have to... Well, I don't mind playing it on the GameCube, but the HD version looks so good, and they fixed a lot of the bullshit of it, but it's on the fucking Wii U, and I hate the Wii U. It's such a chore to, like, dig out and play, and blech. But Wind Waker is hands down my favorite Zelda game, which you'd think would make it so I'd like Breath of the Wild, because it's also like a big open world, but nah bro. I don't know, moving around dry land isn't as fun as sailing in a boat, so that's probably a big part of it. Plus the world design and the characters in Wind Waker are just so cutesy and wonderful, and I just died. I should upload the Donkey Kong 64 review 5 different times with slightly different edits and different colored borders. Maybe that's the secret to growing a YouTube channel these days, or maybe YouTube will just recommend that video or one of the 5, because right now they ain't recommending shit off this channel. But yeah, that's alright. I'm mostly in this for fun and stuff anyway. Besides, you get too big on YouTube and like, I don't know, it seems like right around 1 million subscribers is where people start turning into assholes, so I don't really ever want to be that big. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of, like, when Breath of the Wild first came out, I was one of those people who was, like, joking about how bad it actually was. I never really thought that, though. I just kind of like seeing people get riled up about it. And most people could tell I was joking anyway. I think in my Sonic Mania review, I said something about Breath of the Wild, and, like, people just went ape shit, and I was mostly just trolling there, but yeah. See, I don't really hate Forsaken Fortress in Wind Waker, but it's definitely my least favorite part of the game. It's kind of a crappy opening, in my opinion. Like, they should have saved that for later in the game. I don't know. Honestly, I don't really even know what YouTube Rewind is. It's something I hear people mention every year, but I've never taken the time to figure it out because I really don't care. I'm guessing it's a clip compilation of the most popular YouTube videos, maybe? I don't know. And I don't really want to be on it. Because then I'd be alongside people like fucking Logan Paul and shit like that. And I don't want to do that. Thing down here. Health that I totally didn't need. God, I am just in love with these RGB cables for the Genesis. My God, it just looks so good. Like, the main reason I got it is because I record a lot of Genesis games. I do like on Patreon, I do a monthly picks video for patrons, and I always give like a Genesis game as a recommendation on there. So I'm always recording Genesis games, and I'm always referencing Genesis games in my reviews and stuff. And up until I got these RGB cables, the only way I could record Genesis footage was with emulators, and I hate using emulators. But yeah, I don't have to do that anymore. It's awesome. Oh, I always get like a little anxious when I'm spinning around there because I never know when to like let go. It wouldn't surprise me, or it doesn't surprise me that Logan's not part of this year's Rewind or whatever, because yeah. Because don't blame YouTube for wanting to distance themselves from that psycho. Oh, RGB is, well, red, green, blue. So RGB cables are literally just splitting the footage of the game into a red channel, blue channel, a green channel, which is how most retro consoles output anyway. But then because of composite cables and, or heaven forbid, RF modulators, they take that, most consoles take that nice clean RGB footage and then they pump it through and compress it, and it looks like crap. But the Genesis is one of the systems that outputs native RGB, so if you have the right cables for it, and you have something fancy like a FrameMeister, which is an upscaling unit that costs way too much money and they don't make them anymore, then it just, you get like the crispest, cleanest, pixel perfect image you can possibly get with a retro system. And in my opinion, footage from a retro console with RGB cables looks way better than emulators ever could anyway. And it's a lot easier to use. There's not as much quirks and stuff like that. So yeah, that's pretty much all RGB cables are. The goal is to someday get them for all of my retro consoles, but I have a lot of retro consoles and they're like $30 to $40 a piece. And that's money I could be like, you know, buying food with or putting gas in my car, or even more games. So it's not something I really want to invest the money into right now. Yeah, the more you know. Ah, crap, I screwed that up. I usually jump off right here and then grab that guy, like that. Because you need to kill all these guys to open the door, I think. Yes. It's amazing how much I like, because like I said, I haven't played this game in probably 2 years or better, but I just remember like all the ins and outs of it just because I played it as a kid. It just, I don't know, there's a video idea in there somewhere about how playing games as a kid, you get so much more stuck in your memory as opposed to when you play games as an adult. Ah, crap. And as usual, I'm sucking up hardcore because I think it's this one. Yeah, it's that one. Because it's hard to talk and interact with chat and shit like that. Yeah, some systems actually look better with... Oh no, I missed it! Look better with component. I'm trying to think. The GameCube. I don't even know if they make RGB cables for the GameCube, come to think of it. They make them for the PS2, and I actually prefer the RGB output of PS2 games versus component, but that's just a personal preference. Component still looks fantastic. Really, the only difference between RGB and component is component is based on, they call it Yipper, YP or YR, YPBR or something like that. So it's not a true RGB signal. It's misleading because the actual physical cables are red, green, and blue, but it's not true RGB. I don't know, but most people can't tell the difference anyway. I have a good eye for this sort of thing, and I can barely tell the difference. And unless somebody specifically asked me, do you think this is component or RGB, I probably wouldn't even thought about it to begin with. It's one of those things. It's like you do as a hobby or like an enthusiast, or kind of like how people say that vinyl records sound better than digital when one technically isn't better than the other. They just sound slightly different. So it all comes down to preference at the end of the day. I'm just gonna swim on through there. Nights into Dreams is probably top 5 Sonic Team games. God, I just love Nights into Dreams. It's so good. Totally makes up for the fact that there isn't a Sonic game on the Saturn, or a real Sonic game on the Saturn. I mean, I guess we got Sonic R and Sonic Jam, but those don't count in my opinion. Oh, and Sonic 3D Blast. But yeah, Nights into Dreams is just phenomenal. It was one of those games that I was completely addicted to for probably 2 or 3 months when I first got a Saturn. Oh god. Ah crap. Normally you can grab him there. I just fucked it up. There we go. What is my opinion on Pokemon Gold? Gen 2 is my favorite Pokemon generation, hands down. I think pretty much all the generations are good, but some are obviously better than others. And Gen 2 is the pinnacle of Pokemon, in my opinion. They just never, I don't know, something about that game, Gold and Silver and Crystal, they just never captured that. Ah, crap, I fucked that up. They just never captured that magic again. There we go. I got taste? Thanks, bro. I like to think I have taste. See, the fucking things now we're gonna get. I'm just gonna have to manually show all these. Pikachu is cute, 12 out of 10. Sonic and Sega All-Stars, or Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transform, whatever the hell the name is a really good racing game. Yeah, I agree. It's about as close to perfection. It's right up there with Mario Kart 8, in my opinion, which is my favorite kart racer. I really hope Team Sonic Racing is good. It probably will be. They seem to, I don't know if Sonic Team's making it or not. I really don't keep track of that anymore, but Sega's been pretty good about making good Sonic spin-off games in the last few years, and then, I don't know. Y'all know my opinions on Sonic, most likely anyway, so. Hey, that dream again. What's up, bud? Oh, this is such an awesome game. I love it. So, here's the thing. There's actually a secret up here, but it's really hard to get to. I'm gonna try a couple, I guess I got it. Okay. I got it! Usually that takes me so freaking long to get. I got it my second try. It took me forever. When I was a kid, I noticed that there was a spot up here, but I never could figure out how to get to it. And then one day I actually figured out, all that's up here is a life, by the way. But yeah, I gotta have some skills to pay the bills there with that one. Mad skills, bro. Thanks, bro. I can't believe I got it on my second try. That just blew my mind. Nope, I fucked that up. Hey, Ricky Rick, what's up, bud? How you doing? I missed your face because we haven't played D&D in like 80 years. Did you have a good Christmas there, bud? Oop, I'm not paying attention. Paying attention to the chat. I did a clever. I am sometimes clever, as my mom keeps telling me. Oh man, this beer's going down good too. Feel free to drink along if you're of age, by the way. If not, you didn't hear that from me. The kind of flow that this game has is just something I've never seen replicated in any other game. I mean, on the one hand, I'm really glad that they never made sequels of this, because Sonic Team and Sega almost certainly would have fucked it up. But at the same time, I wish they made sequels too. Yeah. Chalky milk with bread. McCool Gamer, you've never played this? You gotta play it. I gotta... Yeah, fucking chat. Also, I'm drinking homemade... Oh. Homemade brandy old fashions. My man. Or as they're known in Wisconsin, an old fashioned. Let's not mince words here. Oh, I gotta concentrate here. Gee, I wonder what order they go in. Oh, now they make it harder. Take that health. Oh, I think I got it. Oh, I think it's this one, and then this one. Yeah, I got it. Oh. Speaking of like being a kid and playing games, I would get stuck there every fucking time I played this. Counting to 7. Four arcade 1-up machines? Is that different from a regular arcade machine? I'm confused. I don't know what that is. Or if you're just calling an arcade machine something that I've never heard referenced before. Yeah, I'll agree. Sega is definitely doing a lot better with sequels recently. It's mostly just Sonic they kind of seem to be struggling with, but I think that's mostly because they're trying to... because there's like 6 different kinds of like Sonic fans out there, and Sega's trying to please them all at once, and it never works. Ah, crap. Oh, screwed it up. I want this health though. God damn, the music in this is great. Oh, I messed it up. I think there's an extra life up here. I might need it. I don't know. Sounds tedious. Quiet, Jamie. There we go. I think there's also a hidden thing right here. No, there isn't. Okay. Ah, crap. Thoughts on the Sonic Mania Plus patch? You mean that patch that fixed like every issue I had with the game? Maybe not every issue, but almost every issue. Yeah, the main patch and the Plus DLC, whatever you want to call it. It's phenomenal. It made Sonic Mania, took Sonic Mania from what I'd consider to be just a good game to a damn great game. Kind of wish they would have just released the game like that to begin with, so I don't make an ass out of myself in one of my most popular videos on my channel, but such is life. I still get comments on that. It's like, clearly this guy hasn't played the Mania Plus patch. Clearly you haven't checked the date, the upload date. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest here, this is the first I've heard of a Panzer Dragoon remake, by the way. I'm excited for it now, because that is another underrated gem. They should also release Panzer Dragoon Saga on something other than the Saturn, so like the price will come down on that because it's like $800 to get that game, which is insane. I didn't have a problem with the Oil Ocean Act 2 boss, but I always hear people complain about that. I honestly, the one that bugs me, and this one still bugs me, is the Flying Battery boss. Like, I just do not like that. And then also, before they patched the game, Metal Sonic was a pain in the fucking ass. There we go. Get them points. Also, I don't care what you say, Titanic Monarch, is that it? Yeah, the last level in Sonic Mania sucks ass. God, I hate that level. And I'm not big on the final boss either. It's kind of poopy. Even the hidden final boss kind of sucks. Kind of an underwhelming end to the game, if I'm being honest. I don't remember where it comes from. Okay, there we go. Sandy. Kind of forgot how to fight this guy. There we go. Hey, thanks, Ricky Rick. That's very nice of you, old chap. Oh crap, I screwed it up! Screwed it up, screwed it up, screwed it up. Damn it. Damn it! This is always a challenging boss for me, too. Eh. There we go. I think I just gotta hit him one more time. Oh. Oh, two more times, apparently. Oh, I lied. He's got a lot more health. Totally forgot about this. And I have 1 health left. Luckily, he's pretty predictable. There we go. Whew. Thought I was gonna die there for a second. Get out of here. Naughty. That would have been cool if they like totally made like a FMV ending for Sonic Mania. That would have been like the cherry on top. I guess we kind of did have that with the animation that Tyson Hess did, Tyson Hess and crew, which was very nice. But yeah, some cheesy anime or 90s anime sort of FMV would have been great. You absolute buffoon. Yeah, spoilers, jeez. Lunar's good, huh? That's another series I've never played. Not big on the JRPGs. I've only ever really played like the big ones like Chrono Trigger, which I only played recently, and like the Final Fantasies. No, the bosses do change colors. That's how you denote how close you are to defeating them. I want this. Give it back. And every level in this game also has like a really nice gimmick. Like this one, you have to take a metronome to these birds, so they get out of your way, bastards. Oh! Secrets on the other side. I lied, there's no secret on this side. I thought there was. Must be later in the level. Take that, thank you. Gunstar Heroes or Alien Soldier? I'm gonna have to go with Gunstar Heroes tentatively because I've played that one a lot more than Alien Soldier. I've only ever played Alien Soldier once in emulation, and I never finished it. So I don't know, if I play it nowadays, I might actually like it more. It looks really awesome, and I constantly hear people say how great it is. It's one of, if not the best treasure game. So tentatively, I'm gonna go with Gunstar Heroes just because I have more experience with that game. But oh crap! But yeah, I really do need to track down a copy of Alien Soldier. It's been on my to buy list for quite some time. And in an ideal world, I would own every treasure game, and have the time to like do a serious in-depth review of each of them. That'll never happen. I mean, there's so many of them, and two, at the rate I'm going with videos these days, I'll be like 80 before I finish that project. How do I feel about Rocket Knight Adventures? It's such a great game. Also a childhood game. Wait, I want you to go down. No, I want this to go down here. Yeah, Treasure. I really wish they still make games, but I think the last game they made was, I think it's called Ghastbuster or something like that, or Geist Crusher or something like that. I don't remember. It's based on some like anime, like Bakugan type thing, like something for little kids. And other than that, they don't really make games anymore. And I wish they would, because like, even their games that aren't really, they don't really have any bad games, but even their games that aren't all that great are still just so quirky and enjoyable that, ah crap, I fucked that up. Take that. In an ideal world, Donald Trump would not exist. Wow, getting political there, Ryan, jeez. The man is a talking hairpiece, though, if we're being honest. Castle or World of Illusion? I have played neither, so I don't know. I think Castle of Illusion is the one that everyone says is the better one, but that doesn't necessarily mean it is the better one. Doom or Doom, as in the original Doom or Doom 2016? Ugh, I don't know, that one's tough. They're both really good. Historically, the original Doom is probably the more important game, but it's kind of not very fun to play these days, in my opinion. Because it kind of gets old really quickly. So I'm gonna go with Doom 2016, whichever one's got the capitalized M at the end. I forget which one is which. Oop, I need this. Yeah, God, I need to get into Alien Soldier so much. On that note, I don't know, he's probably not watching now, but an internet buddy of mine goes by the name Mega Drive Profile. He's a very small YouTuber, yeah, like even smaller than me, if you can believe it. I think he's got less than 1,000 subscribers, but he makes awesome like full critiques of Genesis and Mega Drive games, and Alien Soldier is one of his best. It's one of his favorite games too. Just the kind of depth that he goes into is just awesome. Like, highly recommend his underrated channel if you haven't checked it out before. Oh god. All right. Cruising right along. Might actually beat this game. Haven't done that in a while. Gonna need another beer here in a second. Oh, I want to get over here. Crap. And then this boss in particular, it like syncs up perfectly with the music. Ah, I'm screwing this up so hard. Like, even the enemies that come in on the sides come in on the beat. Alright, that's one. Come on, come on. Ah, crap. I'll just move over here in between them. Oh, crap. Damn it. Alright, alright. Come on, come on. One more, one more. Gotcha. Nice. Yeah, Mega Drive profile. I have, I think I rented, no, because I didn't own a PS1. Where the hell, I played Alien Trilogy is what I'm getting at. I can't remember where though. It must have been at a friend's house or something when I was a kid. Yeah, his review of Batman and Robin. There's another game I need to get. That was one that I rented a lot when I was a kid, but I've never owned a copy of it. Yeah, he hasn't made a video in a while. I think he's kind of doing what I'm doing, where each video takes like 50 years to make. By the way, if you haven't seen my announcement, Spyro 2 video does come out tomorrow at 8 o'clock Central Standard Time. I'm really excited because I'm really happy with how that video turned out. It's like 40 minutes long. So yeah, and I'm not using YouTube's damn Premiere feature again. That totally screwed me last time. The chat was nice, but apparently there's a glitch with that thing that makes it so your video doesn't rank or get suggested. And the amount of views that I've gotten on that video kind of confirms that. So yeah, not gonna make that mistake again. What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age. I don't know, did the Ice Age? Like the movie Ice Age? Because that would be interesting. What if somebody just like went back in time with a DVD copy of Ice Age the movie and showed it to the dinosaurs and their brains just couldn't process it and they all died? I mean, these are the questions science should be asking, but doesn't. Oh crap, I don't want to go that way anyway. Bouncy drums. Timpani. I think they're timpani. Spikes everywhere. Ah crap, fuck that up. Alright, there we go. Whew. Yeah, and then I like these horns, like if you grab them right here. Oh, not there, not there, don't grab there. They get a little boop, boop. Make a little horn noise. I don't know why that's there. Or how the wall's right here. I don't know, I just get a kick out of the amount of creativity that went into this game. This is just one of those games that, like, I don't know, it's just fun. It's just fun. And then to get to the bonus stage, or maybe it's a bonus stage, or you get a life up here. Also, I totally haven't been looking for the bonus stage things. Oh well. There we go. You just get a 1-up up here. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Sailor. It's just, well, I mean, it used to take 50 years to upload a video, but now it takes like, well, if I'm being honest, it takes like 8 hours to upload a video when they're finally done. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I got low health, and I'm dead. So there we go. I think the original Rayman did have a stage similar to this. It had, well, it definitely had like a musical theme to it. Yeah, so I mean, Ubisoft, they totally just ripped off of Sonic Team. Way to go, guys. I'm just kidding though, because the original Rayman is like, I think Rayman 2 is probably the one people think of when they think of Rayman. Actually, they probably think of Rayman Origins or Legends, but the original Rayman is like such a classic. Or Rayman's, I can't think of what it's called. It's like Rayman's Math or something like that. I have a copy of it. It's like an early childhood game featuring Rayman where you can like learn letters and numbers. I just fucked that up right there. Oh, right? Yeah, showing like a current gen game, like a good one, to somebody who's just discovered 3D gaming. That would have been a mindfuck. This is probably the hardest boss in the game, by the way. So if I get a little silent, that's gonna be why. Because this boss is just, yeah. Fun fact about this. I don't know if you can hear how the music is all distorted and stuff. That's not a separate audio track they made. That's they actually made like a string of code to distort any music that's run through it. And in the sound test, you can actually run every song through this whatever you want to call it, this modulator, and yeah. Hear what it would sound like if it was all distorted and shit. Kind of cool. I just fucked that up. All right, I think two more hits, you should be good. Part of the reason this one's so hard is because the notes that he sings, they don't always go in the same pattern. And sometimes their speed changes like that right there. Yeah, I got him. All right. All right, we're like halfway through the game, something like that. Maybe a little more. Oh, hey, an eagle, red, white, and blue fighting against a Japanese character. Did Sega make Guitar Pro on Mac? I'm not familiar with that. I don't know, maybe. Yeah, like I think this game was actually released after the Saturn was. It was, I think 1994, so like late 94. Maybe the Saturn came out in 95, I don't remember. All I know is it's time for another beer. Hold on. I grabbed the 6-pack. Also, best winter level in video games, period. I don't care who you are. The second act of this, I have like a little criticism thing I wanted to bring up. This, being honest, this isn't as much fun as like Ice Cap Zone in Sonic 3 because you don't actually get to control Ristar, but that's okay. All right, I'm gonna take a beer break here. Get myself another beer. Not big on Corona. Not a bad beer. A little light for my taste. I tend to prefer the IPAs. I was totally at the beginning of this was going to like review the beer I was drinking. I suppose we could do that now. But we were having technical difficulties, so I totally forgot to do that. But basically, this is Fantasy Factory. It's what's called an IPA, if you're familiar with that. India Pale Ale. Very hoppy, strong beer. It's kind of cloudy. to look at. Here, I'll move the thing here. There we go. It's kind of cloudy to look at. You can actually kind of like see the yeast and like hops particles floating in the beer, which some people find off-putting. I find it delicious. And it smells kind of like a pine tree. And it's kind of like spicy. I don't know. If you've ever had an IPA, you know what they, you know what I'm talking about. This is a really good IPA. I typically prefer the IPAs or the dark beers, the porters, stouts, lagers. If I'm going to do that, I'll usually go for like a Dos Equis or Moosehead. I haven't had a Moosehead in years, but like the Canadian lagers. Used to really be big into beer. Not so much. Which is kind of why I wanted to do this series, so I could get back into like drinking craft beers and stuff like that. Food review, yeah. Message retracted. I didn't retract that. Somebody else must have. Is my house just littered with six-packs, even in the walls? Not anymore, but when I lived in my parents' basement, it was basically just nothing but six-packs and booze bottles lying everywhere. Thankfully, that was several years ago. Like 5 years ago? Something like that? I don't know. Yeah, I'm really big on the brandy. That was kind of why I stopped drinking beer, because I got into the brandy. I got into the hard stuff, hardcore. So yeah, that's that beer. Let's switch back here. All right. So anyway, best ice level in a video game ever. Just I don't know, the color scheme, the northern lights in the background, and the animated backdrop, the ice flows floating down a river, the green crystal thingies contrasting with the blues and the purples, and oh, it's just gorgeous, and the music just ties it all together. I have thought about making an entire video dedicated just to this level. I don't know, maybe I'll do that someday. It would be fun to do. I gotta finish Spyro though. Actually, I'm taking a brief break from Spyro videos so I could do a top 10 games of 2018 video. I'm gonna start writing that script probably tomorrow. I have my picks already, no spoilers. But did you see that? I just glitched through that guy. I should have died right there. Nope, nope, go back. And I died anyway. So there we go. The alcohol is kicking in. I don't think it is. I don't feel it yet. I've only had one beer so far. Like, I ain't that much of a lightweight. Actually, I did, in the past year, I've lost almost 60 pounds just by eating right and exercise. Like, big surprise there. And my alcohol tolerance has severely diminished. So I don't know, I very well could get a buzz off of beer for the first time in probably 15 years. But I don't know. If anything, my mouth is getting dry and I'm having a hard time like talking, or my throat is getting dry. But I mean, whatever, I'm not opposed to catching a beer buzz or whatever. Here's the thing, like, when I was a retail manager, which was probably the most stressful 2 years of my entire life, I drank an ungodly amount. Like, looking back, I was borderline, if not full-on alcoholic. Not my proudest thing to admit, but it's true. I drank so much then. But I used to come home and play Dark Souls, and I'd just get completely drunk as hell and then play Dark Souls and somehow be like successful at it. I like how you have to use I almost call them Spyro. Ristar's idle animation to make, damn it, to make a snowball there. That's something you don't see a lot, where in the game you have to use an actual idle animation as a mechanic, rather than just, oh yeah, before I do that, I'm gonna go over here and stand still, because he's gonna make a snowman, and it's gonna be adorable. It's so cute. That's no good. I'm sorry, Sonic, I am just super uncool. I admit it. Oop, I fucked it up. Not fair, you already have a bunch of snowballs. I have to make mine. Damn it. Can you guys think of any other game where you have a snowball fight? Because I'm struggling to think of one. There we go. And there, now he's all friendly, and apparently I got enough points that I got an extra life. I am a happy drunk, so I might. Club Penguin. That's a game I've never played, nor have ever had the desire to play. Oh, I got the slidey chair out again. I keep sliding down. All right, so the point I was gonna make about this is you never, I can't think of any other game where you see a an ice level like this that has, I don't know, has like the melting, like end of winter feel to it, other than this this game right here, or this level right here rather. I don't know. It just reminds me of when I was a kid and I'd go outside and in like snow pants and stuff like that, and it'd be like all melty out, like the weather was suddenly like 45 degrees, but there was still a foot of snow out there, so everything was like super drippy, and then you go inside just soaking ass wet. That's what this level kind of reminds me of, just that transitional period between winter and spring. And I can't think of any other game that that's captured that. Or the fact that you can't grab the walls in this level because they're icy. So you gotta grab these fish here that are swimming upstream. And then grab that. Plant party hats? Final Fantasy Tactics. Really? I didn't know that. Cool. What are my thoughts on the Thunder Force games? I played Thunder Force 3 and Thunder Force 4, also known here in America as Lightning Force. Both really good games. Thunder Force 4 is probably the best in the series that I've played, or at least between those two. I used to be really big into shmups and horizontal shooters in general. And yeah, they're Thunder Force, at least 3 and 4 are among the best, in my opinion. I like them more than Gradius, especially like, well, Gradius 3 on the Super Nintendo. I think it was on the Super Nintendo. That was really good. The original Gradius is good, but it hasn't aged very well. But still, I like Thunder Force more. Ristar is just Sonic with elongated arms. Ristar, you're not far off actually, because like originally Sonic was a rabbit before they changed him to a hedgehog. He was a rabbit with really long ears that grabbed onto things, kind of like what you see with Ristar. So you're not too far off with Ristar just being Sonic with elongated arms. And then for a while, his name was Feel. I mean, not Sonic, Ristar. And if you ever want to like cringe, look up Feel, like the game, which was the precursor to this game, and what Ristar looked like before he was called Ristar. That is some nightmare fuel right there. It is not a very attractive looking game character. All right, I might be able to get all the way over here. Oh shit, well that works. Sexy Parodius. I don't have that one. I have the original Parodius on the Famicom or Super Famicom. Very, very good shooter as well. But yeah, Sexy Parodius, that's something I want to get. Or Choaniki. Super Big Brother, whatever you want to call it. That's like the most homoerotic game ever, and I love it. I want to get one of those games. There we go. Gets out the lotion. Choaniki or Sexy Parodius? I mean, both are good choices. I'm gonna have some water here because my throat is dry. Ah. This is kind of a tough boss too. This is usually, when I was a kid, this is usually where I got a game over. At this boss. Ah, damn it. The timing to get underneath of him is not the easiest thing in the world. There we go. Ah, crap. Ah, crap. Hey, I got out of it. Sweet. Ah. Nope. Screwed that up. There we go. Oh, nope, nope, nope. None of that shit. Yeah, I got him. Fun fact, in the Japanese version of this, he's actually a cat. He's got a tail and like ears. And the reason for that is because there's like this thing in Japan called cat tongue. Basically, you call somebody cat tongued if they can't handle spicy food. But that saying doesn't make sense here in the West, so they changed him from a cat into just a icy thing. I think he was still an icy cat in the Japanese version, but yeah, fun fact. And actually in the credits of this, you can actually still, they removed his ears, but they forgot to remove his tail when they're showing like all the bosses in the credits. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I think it was a fez that he was wearing. There were a lot of sexy shooters. He always looked like a frog to you? It's Mega Maid Search. She's gone from suck to blow. Spaceballs is such a great movie. I love it. Oh man, when I was a kid, making it this far in the game was just like, I don't know. I felt like such a badass just making it this far. Oh, I forgot those were slippery. Nope, nope, don't go that way. Crap. Let's go back this way. Let's go back this way. This is probably the worst level in the game. Like Act 2 isn't so bad, but this is kind of a cluster. Because you just gotta like pull out all your weird ass maneuvers and timing on this thing. Trying to grab the things up above. But it ain't working. Let's just try grabbing the wall here. That'll work. Okay, let's try this again. That's what I wanted to do. He says as he dies. Alrighty then. Fun fact about Spaceballs, it was the first DVD I ever owned. Back in the dark ages when we were switching over from VHS to DVD. Shows my age. And for some reason, 10-year-old me thought that Spaceballs was the movie that I needed to buy for our first DVD player. I don't know. I mean, it is a good movie. That was kind of a leap of faith there. Totally didn't remember what was. I just did the same fucking thing. God. Oh yeah. And then this, you get like fancy shoes, and then like you're swimming, and it's cool. And like I said earlier, the swimming controls are actually fun to use, so this is probably like the best part of this level. It's pretty neat. Stretch Armstrong. Stretch Armstrong. Fellowship of the Ring. Extended cut. Oh, I don't like the extended cuts of those movies. Like, they're not bad, it's just they're so long to begin with. I can't stand watching the extended versions. Yeah, the PC Engine / TurboGrafx. I own a TurboGrafx 16 and like 5 or 6 games for it. And it's fun. There's some good games on there. The problem is that they're all really expensive. Like, even the bad games on that system are just outrageously priced. It's so hard to get into that. I happened to find the TurboGrafx that I own right now. I did find it at my local retro game store, and bought it right away, and all the games it came with. And I think the system came with it definitely came with the games that I have for it. Oop, get up there. And I think altogether it was like $150, which I didn't think was too bad because it came with the system. But then I started like trying to find other find other games to buy for it, and I was just like, oh my god, these are so expensive. Like, I own the first Bonk game, but like Bonk 2 and 3, I think Bonk 3 is like, I don't know, no, I'm thinking Super Bonk. Super Bonk's like $80 or something. I'm gonna die. Crap. But anyway, the Bonk games are just outrageously priced, if I remember correctly. Maybe they've come down in the past couple of years. I did get the TurboGrafx 16 probably 5 years ago. I pooped. Yeah, I don't have a Neo Geo. Those are insane. Super Bonk is the name of a porno. You're not wrong. Yeah, I don't know. There was some good stuff in the extended versions of Lord of the Rings. Like, what was it called? The lamnus bread or whatever. The bread that like even a small nibble like fills you up for like days, or like a day or something like that. Ah, crap. In the extended version, there's a scene where they actually get that from the elves, and like Merry or Pippin, one of the two, actually eats a bunch because they're hobbits and they eat all the time. And it's like a really pivotal scene that explains like why Sam and Frodo have that bread and why it's such a big deal that Gollum throws it away at the end of Return of the King. But yeah, they don't. Oh crap! They cut that, so it doesn't make any sense. But then it's in the extended version, so that's cool. But that, damn it! But all the other stuff from the extended versions of Lord of the Rings, it just feels like fluff to me. Like there's the extended stuff in Return of the King where I can't think of Boromir's brother. I can't think of his name. Where he's holding Frodo and Sam at that one city, and that just goes on forever in the extended versions. I am not doing very well on this boss, by the way. I guess I've always kind of had a hard time with this one too, especially this part because he does this. There we go. The Hobbit was like the first book I ever read, other than like a little kid book or something. First novel I ever read. Grab him. There we go. All right, almost got this bastard. Oh, crap. There we go. Whew. All right, I think there's actually a secret up there, if I remember correctly. Yeah, Froramir, something like that. Yeah, Bonk 3 is like $400. You're right, it's insane. Faramir, yeah, that sounds right. That's it. Yeah, and then the guy's like all upset about it and stuff. You know, basically he's upset about Boromir's death, and then Faramir is just like, well, fuck you, father. And now, not now. That works. I think there's a secret right here, like a 1-up or something. Yep, I was right. I remembered correctly. Hooray for me. Alrighty. You don't think Ristar would ever be popular today? Maybe. I don't know. I think this game holds up. I think nowadays, if you were to make a game like this, it probably wouldn't be received very well, just because it doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't do anything subversive or like build upon an existing thing. So if you were to release a game like this nowadays, people would just be like, yeah, it's like a competently made derivative of a retro game, but it doesn't do anything else. 7 out of 10 IGN. Something like that. But I don't know, I don't think every game has to innovate, and I just think we kind of do games a disservice if we expect them to constantly do something new every single time. I don't know. So I guess you're right. If this game was released nowadays, it probably wouldn't be popular. It'd probably be like a budget game on Steam or something like that. But I don't know, that's a shame. And I think that's kind of the case with a lot of retro games, is like people really only appreciate them in the context of what they did back in the day with how new the medium of gaming was. And nowadays it's all been seen and done before. I never did figure out how to like get this guy to do what I want. I just kind of just keep hitting him until stuff happens. And then sometimes he jumps forward and I don't know. Maybe you have to hit his legs? I don't know. Yeah, don't even get me started on the Hobbit movies. Those are just trash fires. And I really liked the first Hobbit movie, but then Desolation of Smaug was just a snore. And I never even bothered watching the Battle of Five Armies. That was a ballsy move there. Oh, apparently I can't. Yeah, there we go. That's what I wanted to do. Except I broke it. I done broke it. This is gonna be interesting. Oh, that was close. All right, I think I can make it from here. There, let's, sure, whatever I just did there, that'll work. Oh, what do I'm gonna take a little sip of water here because my throat's like really dry. Why don't you break? Do the Mega Man X wall jump. I wish you could do that in this game. That's something I should play on here. Mega Man X. What all do I have for the TurboGrafx 16? Let's see. I have the original Bonk. I have Legendary Axe. I have the what is it? F-22 fighter jet or something like that. I don't know. I don't play that. Crap. I'm trying to think what else I have for it. Oh, Keith Courage. I think that's what it is. It's like Keith Courage and Alpha Zones or something like that. And then I have something else. I think I have a like a football game or something like that. I honestly don't remember. It's been a long time since I have played my my TurboGrafx, just because I don't know. I've played through all the games I have, or played them to my own. Played them a sufficient amount for my tastes, and then I haven't been able to afford any others. I do like bonking things, damn it. You wonder if it's possible to port Genesis games to the SNES. I'm going to say yes, because my local retro shop actually sells an adapter, believe it or not, where you can play Genesis games on your Super Nintendo and vice versa. I've never used one. I don't know how they could possibly work, but I don't know. It's a thing they sell, so I totally... Oh, I left the gem back here. That's why. No, I didn't find the gem. Oh, because I need to pull this down. Oh, God. That is the worst thing that could possibly happen. No, go away. Nobody likes you. There it is. I think they were like 20 bucks. They were really cheap. I don't know. One of these days I'm gonna buy one just out of curiosity. Like, I don't expect them to work very well. They probably work just well enough that they can like get away with selling them, but I don't have high hopes for them. Oh, I almost got it. There's either a 1-up if you go to the top one there, or there's a secret spinner that takes you to a bonus stage. I'm gonna try a couple more times. Dick, what is that? Dick Vlade's Awesome Baby College Hoops review? Is that a real game? That sounds awesome. Yeah, that's the PlayStation Classic. What a joke, man. Like, I don't know. I don't know what Sony was thinking there. Like, I'm sure they made money on it. Like, how could they not? With how cheap it was? Or, I mean, how cheaply made it was? I fucking died. That's okay. I got a shit ton of lives. I paused it, like, right where the rocket was. What you understand is that those things have extra processors that emulate games cross-platform. That's a good guess. Or maybe that's how they actually work. I don't know. If the converter actually works, it probably goes the Super Game Boy route. Yeah, probably. It's probably just like like an Arduino or a Raspberry Pi sort of thing with an emulator built into it. That's mostly using the cartridge slot of the opposite system for power and audio output. But I don't know. That's how I'd do it, I guess. So it's not, yeah, you're right. It's probably like the Super Game Boy where it's not actually playing on the hardware. It's just using the hardware as a medium for different hardware. Yeah, I don't know. Damn it. Freaking PlayStation Classic. I just took 3 hits. Dang, maybe the alcohol is kicking in. That's okay. Next level is the last level. There we go. Okay, those were gray, and out of my peripheral vision when I looked at the chat, I literally couldn't see them. I should get my eyes tested, apparently. Sailor Mouth, which emulator do you use mostly? Like, just a bunch of different ones? Personally, the only emulators I've ever really enjoyed were like Kega Fusion for like various Genesis stuff, and what the hell do I use for ZSNES, I think, for SNES. I try not to use emulators too much anymore. Just, I don't know. I just feel weird about it being a collector. It just feels, I guess it feels wrong to use an emulator. But if I have to, I'll do it. Up until getting the RGB cables, like I was saying earlier, for my Genesis, it was really the only way to get clean Genesis footage, because plugging it into my capture card with analog stuff just looked like garbage. See if I can take the road less traveled here. There we go. As he fucks it up. As he fucks it up. Somehow I made it down without taking a hit. SNEX 9X. Yeah, that's the one I use. ZSNES. Maybe that's what it was. Alright, one more try here. Yep, fuck it. Oh, I gotta use this anyway. The one thing I would... Oh, there's a dude there. That works. I was just gonna say, the one thing I wish that you could do in this game was grab the ceiling. Oh, it's just a one of these. I've never had luck with Project 64, personally. I've tried it on like 3 different computers over the years, and I've never been able to like even Mario 64 or something like really common. I've never been able to get working 100%, or even like 95%. I totally forgot what to do here. Yeah, these special stages are kind of tricky sometimes. There we go. There we go, I got it. Oh. Come on, baby. Come on. Come on. Come on, grab it, grab it. Oh, I'm so close. I better run out of time. No. I give up. Project 69 would be better. Yeah, don't spill the beans on the good ROM site. I probably know which one you're talking about anyway. Because they are... It used to be Emu Paradise. That was the one everybody used. That was the one I used. And then fucking Nintendo had to go and be dicks and shit. They had to be dicks and shit. Okay, the chat's really pissing me off with this auto hide thing, which doesn't matter anyway. You guys can see it. Because, like, I didn't set those words like sex or fuck or anything. It just decided to do it on its own. Yeah, I miss Emu Paradise too. Emu Paradise, whatever you want to call it. I actually... yeah, Ryan, I kind of agree with you with the N64 controller. But I recently played through Mario 64 again after not touching an N64 for more than like 5 minutes for like a few years. And I was actually like surprised at how well the... I don't know, well the controller worked. It's such a goofy controller, but I think for the time, it was probably the best you could possibly hope for. I totally forgot how to fight this guy. Oh yeah, you gotta jump over him and so he takes a hit with this. There we go. Probably gonna die. Yep, gonna die. Yeah, that always weirded me out with like the Sony consoles or any disc-based console you have to get like the BIOS for the emulators. And how they got away with it because like that was the copyrighted part, was the BIOS. Just kind of a strange thing. Ah, damn it. Come on, hit him! Hit him! Damn it. Wait, did he like gain health back? Oh no, I'm still hitting him with... Oh, interesting. I didn't know that was a thing. There we go. There we go. Matt! This is my buddy! Oh! I do really like the GameCube controller. I actually really like the Switch Pro controller too. That's probably my favorite Nintendo controller. Followed closely by the GameCube controller. Yeah, Mario 64 is one of those games that I've put so much time into. I've beaten that game 100%. I've lost count, but it's such a classic. It just, like, even by today's standards, that game really holds up. In most regards, anyway. All right, final level. And yeah, they really pushed the Sega Genesis's color palette to the max in this game. Like, they probably used like every available color that the system had. I like how he just like pulls out like a machine gun and a laser cannon in this. It's like been such a cutesy game up until this point, with like a lot of slapstick humor, and then suddenly guns. Oh god, I broke it. And guns and boomerangs. It's a combo you don't see very often. Ah, crap. I got him though. Sweet. Parallax scrolling. Yeah, stream gonna end after I beat the game. If I beat the game. This final boss is kinda hard. Let's see. It might take me a couple tries, because there's a one-hit kill move in this. Oh yeah, and the sound effect of these things teleporting in is from Sonic 3. Oh crap, I fucked it up. I already fucked it up. Yep, fucking it up. This is a practice run. I'm calling it a practice run. Nah, fuck off that shit. All right, time for the unfair move. But you can grab one of these guys and just hold on. Ah! That move right there. It doesn't one-hit KO you, but it's like really hard to dodge. And you have to like hit him right there too. I'm so scared! I got final boss anxiety right now. Alright, there we go. Just hold on here for dear life. Uh-oh. Damn it! I forgot how to do it there. Oh, I fucked it up. Ah! Sponsored by Beepus? I mean Pepsi? Guns are for kids. Thanks, Matt. You want a drinky night? All right, let's try this again. I've always had a hard time with this boss. Ah, crap. See? He's gonna do the thing. Now if I could just remember how to hit him, like when he does the downward beam attack, whatever you want to call it. The Blaster Master. I'd be in good shape then. I have my next run since I only have 1 health. Never mind. Beep. I always call Pepsi Beepus. I don't know, I just think it's funny. Shut up, alcohol's not kicking in that much. the alcohol was kicking in, I'd be sucking ass at the final. Oh, never mind. This is gonna be a thing on Friday Night Beer and Game. It's like, guess how drunk Noah is. Oh, fuck. Okay. Oh, come on. Fuck. That star from the game where you beat things with your hands. I don't know that one. I mean, are you talking about this game? Or are you talking about a different game that has a very similar concept? But you're actually like killing things with your face in this game. Which I can't think of any other game that does that. Damn it! I just got an extra life from, I guess, high score points. Ah, crap. Alrighty. Oh, come on, no! Ah! Try this. Ah! So hard to do, because you gotta like move to the right and then like, I don't know. You gotta move to the right and then like grab at an angle to the left. Take a look at the thing here. Oh, you do kill things with your face in Kirby. Shit. I didn't think about that. Aw, thanks, Ryan. Kirby doesn't have a face. Kirby is a face. Reminds me of that that horrific thing that somebody made in Soul Calibur 5. It was like their own creation of their own nightmare creation of Kirby. Ugh. Look that shit up later if you don't want to sleep tonight. Because it is fucking disturbing. Stop! You can't do that! You just broke video game rules! Nope! Nope, 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 nope. There we go. Ah, damn it! I can't remember how to hit him there. Also, I need, thank you, I need one of them. Oh, I think I remember how to do it. I don't know if I'm ever gonna make another playing with my junk. Part of the reason I haven't made one is because I ran out of stuff to talk about. I got a couple things that would make a good episode, but I don't know, the way that YouTube's working right now, like, as fun as those videos are to make, like, nobody ever sees them. They just, like, not even my subscribers. That's kind of like my problem right now, is like YouTube's not even showing my subscribers like videos. So I don't know. it's kind of a weird spot to be in right now, which is kind of why I want to start streaming more often, because it seems like this, believe it or not, the Spyro stream that I did, I am sucking up hardcore here. Jesus, the Spyro stream that I did last month, that was actually, that did better than the actual Spyro critique. I don't know, maybe that's just the way of like content on YouTube right now. They value streaming more than like scripted and heavily edited content. I don't know, kind of in a weird place with the channel right now, unfortunately. Oh god, oh god. I don't know if this is a glitch or if it's supposed to happen, but if you hit him at just the right time there, he freaks the hell out, and I don't like it. This is slowly turning into half the stream is the entire game and the other half is me dying to the final boss. I'm just gonna sit here. There we go, I remembered. Oh. God damn, it's so hard. At least I remembered how to do it. I was wrong. You don't move to the right and go and stretch up left. You stay where you're at and you just go left or right. I forget. Like this. And then when he goes in the center, he makes a black hole. All right. Now we're cooking with gas. There was a glitch. I just saw like a phantom Ristar in, oh, he's... Please tell me the game's not gonna like glitch the hell out. Because that would just be the cherry on the evening. There we go! I just beat the game. I like how it gets all widescreen and cinematic and shit. Set that controller over there. Ah. GG, thank you, thank you. Maybe I could do a playing with my junk episode on my router. That might be a good idea, because it is junk. I never saw that advertising for Soul Calibur 6 or 4, 5, whatever. Whichever one. Cheers to a game well played. God, I love this game so much. Seriously, top 5 games of all time for me. So great. Did I have 1 life left? I didn't even look. The god of video games. I am not that great at video games. I'm better at like analyzing them than I am at playing them. Oh yeah, you're right. It is making the same noise as Metal Sonic. It says Metal Sonic on the back of the box, so I'm calling him Metal Sonic or Mecha Sonic if you really want to be anal about it. But yeah. Yeah, YouTube's really, I don't know. I don't like complaining about YouTube because I'd rather just like try to work with their system. I mean, they're a business, it's their Jimmy Jams. I get to I get to host my content for free on their platform, so there's only so much I feel comfortable complaining about. But yeah, it's just really, right there you can see he has a tail, like I was talking about earlier. But yeah, what the hell was I saying? Yeah, I'd like to find solutions and work with YouTube as opposed to just complaining about it, which is why I don't talk about it a lot. But yeah, things are a little screwed up right now, and I'm not really sure what to do. I'm not discouraged from making content, thankfully. I'm gonna keep doing that no matter what, but it would be nice if at the very least people subscribe to the channel would actually see the content that I make. That would be a real good start on YouTube's part. I'm a gamer with a hard R, huh? Mecha Sanny. Yeah, I don't know. Google is... Technology in general is just weird these days. Like, my current thing is, like, I'm pissed off at Twitter because they started doing this thing where they started, giving you like actual notifications when somebody you follow tweets, which I thought was the whole point of like having your Twitter feed. So like I'll log into Twitter after I try to only check it once a day, just because otherwise I'd spend all day on Twitter and I don't have time for that. But I log in on Twitter and I'll have like 15 notifications and none of them are anything I actually care about. And there's no way to disable it. And they just started doing that like a month ago, and it really pisses me off. See, that's the other thing. So like the notification bell thing on YouTube, no joke, like every time I upload a video, like 2 or 3 weeks after I upload it, I'll get a comment or someone will shoot me a message on Twitter or something saying, hey, I've been subscribed to your channel. I have activated notifications for your channel. I've rung the bell, whatever. And I still didn't get notified of this. And I'm noticing that with channels I'm subscribed to as well. So like Jim Sterling is a channel that I always like, that I watch like everything that he uploads, but every once in a while I'll go like a week without getting any notification of videos of his, and I'll think he's just not uploading, but he actually is. It's just YouTube isn't sending me his stuff. I don't know. It's like YouTube just doesn't like his channel, or my channel for that matter. But anyway. Oh yeah, the stars in the background. It almost looks like a 3D model or something. It's really cool. Yeah, and Facebook, I just left Facebook completely. I closed my account on that. Don't ever want to go back to that. Yeah, the thing with Twitter is it has like see less often on there, but every time you click it, it seems like it makes the problem worse. It's like, what world do we live in right now? Jesus. So anyway, that is Ristar, and this was Fantasy Factory. I still got a little of my second beer left. So, yeah. Do y'all like the Friday night beer game? This is something I would like to do every Friday night from now on. Maybe get a little more... I don't know, production value going on the stream or whatever. Maybe figure out why the hell every time I stream I have technical issues. That would be a start. Matt likes beer and game. Yay! Facebook is only good for shit posting. That is true. Got the demo running now. I'm done with websites, by the way, Sailor. That's how I got my start. I had a blog about 10 years ago, and I made small amount of headway, enough that I could put my name out there and actually get hired by some smaller game websites. But have you been to like a regular standalone website lately? They're just like so crazy. Like you go to a website and it's like advertisement here, advertisement there, pop-up thing from the website, subscribe to our newsletter, and then you click that away, and then it's like, don't forget to do whatever, and then when you like hover away from the website, it's like, before you go, and then it also has the cookies notification. It's just like, God, who has time to like close this much crap before they read a fucking article online? Sorry, I'm ranting now. We should do a rant stream sometime. How am I gonna get sponsored by Squarespace without a website? Well, I mean, you could use Squarespace to make a website, I suppose. I don't know. Websites get off your dick. Oh, yeah. My router is laughing evilly right now. All right. Well, apparently it's settled. I'm going to do more Friday Night Beer game. So yeah, expect me next week. I'm going to try and do this once a week from now on. So we'll go there. So yeah, let's go back to Distingy here. Oh, I'm in the wrong button. That's why. All right, well, anyway, thank you guys for joining me. That was a lot of fun. I got to drink one of my favorite beers that I haven't had in a while, and I got to play one of my favorite games of all time, and I got to hang out with you lovely folks. So, as always, don't forget the best way to kick off the weekend is with a Friday night beer and game. See, I even thought of a tagline and everything, so yeah. I'm going to see you lovely little peppercorns next time, so okay, bye.